Hey, what's up? This is Matt Dietz, and this is Agency Launch. This is the show where I tell you what it's like to run an insurance agency. You know, I've been doing this since 2004, and I have made all the mistakes for you. So I share stories of my past, things that I've done that have helped me, things that I've done that have hurt me. I also talk about things that I do on a week-to-week basis because I'm still running my shop today. And so I like to share stories from the field so that you can benefit. So if this has been beneficial for you, do me a favor and give me a review. I'd really appreciate it. Just go to Apple Podcasts on your phone, search for the show, click the review section, and give me some stars and a review. I'd really appreciate it. Hey, I got a question for you. Did you know the average American spends 2.5 hours on social media every single day? That's 25% of their free time. That's crazy. You know, these are your clients and potential clients, and you have to be where they are spending time. You've heard me talk about how important it is to be active on social media, but sometimes you need a little boost. So let's talk about how you can up your social media game with Social Jazz. It's a new social media automation tool with content designed specifically for our industry. This does all the heavy lifting for you. You can plan an entire year of content through this platform. It's amazing. It does this by automatically publishing ready-made insurance-specific posts that educate, engage, and drive leads. All you have to do is pick a few topics and a few occasions from their catalog, a link to your social media accounts, and you're on your way. Now, Social Jazz is offering my listeners a free 14-day trial plus 20% off the monthly subscription for your first 2 months. Sign up at socialjazz.com/Dietz and put your social media on autopilot. All right, so today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about staffing. It's something that's been on my mind a lot lately because I'm going to be giving a presentation at a conference soon. And I'm still talking to agents every week about this stuff. And so I want to talk to you about a conversation that I had with an agent last week in regards to some issues he's having with some staff members and sales. And then I want to just kind of, I don't know, freestyle from there. So I talked to an agent who hired a employee. I don't know, it's been about 90 days, and the employee was from a different insurance company, and he knew what she was producing, which is great. It's a great thing to find out before you hire someone. That's one of the things I'm actually teaching on. Is one of the questions that I ask in my course is, what are you expected to sell, and can you show me your numbers? I think it's really powerful to know that. And if they can prove it, even better. So he hires someone that's been doing a certain amount of premium arbitrarily. Let's just say she was writing $30,000 worth of premium every month. And through 90 days, she's only doing like 10 to 12,000. And she's even said that the premiums are even better than her old company. So some of the things that came to mind when I was talking to him was, I was like, all right, do you have a goal for her? And then, do you have an expectation? And I like to there's a difference between goals and expectations. All right. Your expectation should be minimum. Like, this is what you should be writing. This is what you need to write every month in my agency for you to stay employed here. All right. And I have no problem, telling people, look, this is the way we get paid. We don't get paid unless we sell a policy. And so your minimum expectation to work here is going to be $20,000 in premium. That's the only way I can afford you, okay? Because that's how we make our money. I like that kind of direct line of communication, and it's a little blunt, but it's true, right? I want the employee to kind of feel that burn. I want them to feel that need to, because that's what we do. They're never going to care, really. The employee's never going to care as much about your business as you are. But you want them to care that you're going to stay in business, right? Ideally, they want to help you grow. And then they can care a lot about your business. And in order to do that, they've got to write $20,000 for the premium. The goal should be higher, right? The goal should be like 30,000. Your expectation is 20. We want to get you to 30. All right. So I told him, and I was like, look, if you don't have that number laid out firmly enough, or you think it's just a goal without any repercussions, then you might have a gap in your agreement with this employee. So I was like, what you want to do is you want to sit down with them and say, hey, I know what you were doing back at your old office. We haven't found a way. We haven't got you there yet, but it's important that we do get you there. So I want to reframe a couple things. I said, with this first conversation, I recommended he take it a little softly and say, hey, is there anything that you need from me? Is there anything that I can do for you to help you? Because I'm going to need 20,000 a month. Like, that's what we need to do. Like, that's our expectation. And if that expectation needs to be laid out really in the interview process. Okay. So if that wasn't laid out firmly enough in the interview process, you have to kind of crystallize and formalize that, pretty quickly. Say, hey, 20,000 is your expectation. 30,000 is going to be what your goal is. So you have that conversation and you give them a month to see if that makes any difference. You maybe monitor a little bit more closely where are you after 1 week, 2 weeks, and kind of help them along. And sometimes maybe that's all they need. Maybe they were just kind of, being lazy or dogging it or something like that. But they, if they don't hit it again after the next month, you can say, all right, this is the third month or the fourth month or whatever. It's really important that you hit this or else I can't afford you. So I need you to hit it this month or else we're going to have a different conversation. I may have to put you on probation because if this is something, we need to find out if this is something you can or cannot do. Okay. Sometimes you have this conversation with someone and they will quit. Okay. And that is okay. You're going to lose people. And it's fine, okay? Because they couldn't do the job or they don't want to do the job or it's not a good fit for them. And if they quit and they were never going to get to 20,000, like they're saving you money really by quitting, okay? So it's, so now if you have that conversation, look, I need you to 20,000 and you're at that next month and they needed to feel that kind of pressure and they can hit it. You want to still be encouraging, you want to still coach and help them. But you have to set the expectations, you have to train, and you have to hold accountable. All right. So holding accountable is the part that some agents have a hard time doing. So I just wanted to kind of tell you how that, these are common struggles with agency owners. And if you're having them, you're absolutely not alone, but you need to feel confident to be able to have these conversations with your employees so that they can be successful and they can help you be successful. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. So it's really important. Setting expectations, training, and holding them accountable is the one thing that you want to do. In the beginning, you want to be a little softer and train them and help them understand. But setting that minimum expectation is really important so there's no surprise. That if you do have to let someone go, that there's a reason, and it's a very concrete mathematical reason. And I was a math major in college. And if you give me, a number or a goal or something like that, that's part of my job description and I don't hit it and I got fired, I know why. So, there you go. My name's Matt. This is Agency Launch. You can find me all over the place. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Dietz Agency. Also, check out my masterclass at agencylaunch.net. It's everything that I have learned in running an agency over the past 17 years. Sales, marketing, staffing, and customer service. It's all there for you. So, thank you so much for listening and keep up the good work.